Welcome to my video. Today we see leveling and differentiating effects. These are the effects shown by solvents. Which type of solvents? These are the effects shown by the solvents which are either protophilic or protogenic. Protophilic solvents, they are capable of accepting a proton, so proton acceptor. Protogenic solvents are proton donors. So leveling and differentiating effects are shown by solvents which are either protophilic solvent or protogenic solvent. Protophilic, proton acceptor; protogenic, proton donor. And these two effects are based on Bronsted-Lowry concept. Bronsted-Lowry acid-base concept. According to Bronsted-Lowry, what are acids? Acids are proton donors. Proton donors in a chemical reaction. What are bases? Bases are proton acceptors. Proton acceptors in a chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction. And one more thing related to leveling and differentiating effect is strength of acids, strength of bases. Strength of acids are determined by the tendency to lose protons. Strength of the bases are determined by the tendency to accept protons. Suppose I take here two different acids. We want to know in between these two acids which acid is stronger. That's we want to find out. That can be determined by the tendency to lose proton. In between these two, which has more tendency to lose proton. Suppose I keep acid 1 and acid 2. Alright, this acid 1, it has more tendency to lose protons than A2, means we say A1 is stronger than A2. That means the strength of A1 is greater than the strength of A2. Now we see the definition for a leveling and differentiating effect. What is called leveling effect? What is called leveling effect? If I take strong acids and strong bases. What are strong acids? They have high tendency to lose proton. They have great tendency to lose proton. What are strong bases? They have great tendency to accept protons. They have great tendency to accept proton. I take strong acids and strong base and I dissolve in a solvent. After dissolving the strong acids and strong bases, you see, I dissolve strong acids and strong bases in a solvent. After dissolving the strong acids and strong bases in a solvent, all the strong acids as well as strong bases have same strength. Same strength mean that effect is called leveling effect. It levels, that equalizes That is called a leveling effect. So define leveling effect. How to define? It is the effect in which the strong acids and the strong bases show same strength when they are dissolved in a solvent is called as a leveling effect. We can go for example. I take HClO4, it is perchloric acid. H2SO4, it is sulfuric acid. HCl, hydrochloric acid. HNO3, nitric acid. All these are strong acids. I dissolve the strong acids in strong base as a solvent. It is a solvent. I dissolve this in water. Water is a strong base. It has very high tendency to accept proton. So I take strong acids and dissolve in a it's a strong acid. I take strong acids and dissolve these strong acids in strong base. When I do like this here, what happens? I take HClO4. When it is dissolved in water, what happens? It splits. This H plus is taken up by H2O and it is becoming H3O plus and anion part of acid. Or I take HCl and I dissolve this in water. It's a strong base. What the strong base will do? It has high tendency to accept proton. It is strong base. It is strong acid. What happens? It is H3O plus we are getting anion part of this acid. So what is the term I am going to use here? It is a strong acid which completely reacts with this. When I am talking about the leveling effect, what is the word I am using? Strong acids are completely react with strong bases and they are converted to hydronium ion and the anion, that is the negative part of that acid, completely reacts. If I use the word completely reacts, what it means here, we don't have any strong acids remain as the neutral molecule. All are completely converted to ion. That is called completely react. I use the word here, completely react. And one more thing I want to say, if they are undergoing complete dissociation, completely react means complete dissociation. If they are undergoing complete dissociation, the taken one are strong acids. All these are undergoing complete dissociation. When they are undergoing complete dissociation, we are not able to find out their strength. They all are having same strength. So that is called a leveling effect. What is called leveling effect? If I take strong acids and dissolve the strong acids in strong basic solvent like water, all the molecules of acid completely react. They undergo complete dissociation and then they form hydronium ion and the anion part of this acid. I use the word completely react or complete dissociation. If any acid is undergoing complete reaction or complete dissociation, such acids are called as here strong acids. So I take one more point regarding this. In water, the strongest acid is H3O plus. In water, the strongest acid is H3O plus. Even if I take any acid stronger than H3O plus and dissolve this in water, I take any acid which is stronger than H3O plus and I dissolve in water, what will happen? Those strong acids will completely react with water and they are converted to H3O plus. Their strength is decreased, reduced, and the strength is equalized to H3O plus. So all the acids will behave like having same strength. So I take here 4 different acids. All the acids almost they have here same strength. If I use the word here same strength, that is called as a leveling effect. Levels that equalizes. Suppose if I ask a question, HClO4 perchloric acid, H2SO4 sulfuric acid, HCl hydrochloric acid, HNO3 nitric acid, when I dissolve this in water, which one will have highest strength? Which one will have highest strength means how to say what is a strong base. The taken are strong acids. When you dissolve the strong acid in strong bases, all are having equal strength. We are not able to identify or differentiate the strength. Such effect is called as here leveling effect. Then I come to here differentiating effect. I take here differentiating effect. I take differentiating effect. What is called a differentiating effect? I take same acid HClO4, H2SO4, HCl, HNO3, and I dissolve these in weak acids or weak bases. Weak acids or weak bases. I dissolve these acids in either weak acid or weak bases. Suppose I take HClO4. What is the weak acid I take? Acetic acid. When I dissolve all these in acetic acid, assume this, it is a weak acid. When I dissolve HClO4 in a weak acidic solvent, it is weakly acidic solvent. What it will do? It will accept proton from this and it becomes CH3 COOH2, oxygen having positive charge, and the remaining part ClO4 minus. If I take HCl, that reacts with acetic acid, then what happens? It accepts proton. It is accepting proton. It is weakly acidic means here it acts as here base which accepts this. So what happens in this case? It is weakly acidic solvent. When you compare this acid strength with this, it is weakly acidic. That means it is basic in nature. That means, so what will happen here? H plus Cl minus, it accepts proton and it becomes Cl minus. H plus is taken up by this. This is CH3 COOH2. It is plus. So in this case, if I take all these are strong acids and dissolve the strong acids in weak acid or weakly bases, all they do not complete. They do not complete. All these do not completely react. If I use the word they do not completely react, that means what it happens? They undergo partial dissociation. They undergo partial dissociation. The partial dissociation means that is called degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation. So they do not react with these basic solvent. This is here it is weak acid only. When the weak acid is reacting with strong acid, the strong acid is donating a proton, the weak acid is accepting proton. So when the weak acid is accepting proton, it is acting as a weak base. That's all. Degree of dissociation. So they do not completely react with this. When I use the word they do not completely react with this acetic acid, that is called degree of dissociation. A part will undergo dissociation. So based on the degree of dissociation, we can find out the relative strength. What it means relative strength? If I dissolve all these four in weak acid such as acetic acid, this acetic acid will behave as here weak base and it will accept proton from this. They do not undergo complete dissociation. So they lose proton, they accept. So then the degree of dissociation for these are different. So based on the degree of dissociation, we can find out the relative strength. All they will have different strength, but in leveling effect, all these will have same strength, but here all they will have different strength. That relative strengths are different. So we can differentiate their relative strength. We are able to differentiate their relative strength when these strong acids are dissolved in weak basic solvent or weakly acidic solvent this is. So in this case, all the four having their acidic strength in this order, so we are able to differentiate these acids. With this, thanks for watching my class.